Hello, this is Master Corporal Page with the Guilford County Sheriff's Office Community Resources Unit. Today, we're talking to the owners of Pizzeria L'Italiano, which is on downtown South M Eugene Street. They have the 5 questions ready, and we're going to go inside and talk to them now. Okay, so we're inside the Pizzeria L'Italiano. We're with the owner and the manager, and we're going to go ahead and get their questions. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves. Now, one thing I want to let everybody know, at any given time, they're still in operation and they're having takeout orders that are coming in. So the owner will probably get up and go take care of some customers. As a matter of fact, we have one coming in right now. So he'll go take care of the customer, and then what we'll do is we'll pick it up from there.
My name is Aaron Schneider, and the owner taking care of the customers over there, his name is Aldo Proposito. And I'm the manager here at L'Italiano, and like I said, he's the owner. And so we're just trying to get a few questions answered today, since a lot of us don't really know what's going on with all this craziness. So one of the questions that we had was, we know that a lot of the jails have been letting some smaller offenders out and things like that. Some people might worry that there might be an increase of crime and things like that. So we were wondering what you all might be doing to protect, especially a lot of these small businesses that have been shut down or don't have anyone manning them because of the shutdown, the stay-at-home order.
That's a wonderful question, Aaron. A lot of people are concerned because they've been hearing that a lot of jails are actually releasing less offenders. But one thing you keep in mind, I always tell people, especially with this shutdown going on, there's no schools in session, nor are there any courts actually going on in session right now. So a lot of our bailiffs and a lot of our SROs are actually being distributed or put out through the county, so that way they can provide extra security and extra protection for individuals. Also, as a business owner, we always tell people, if you are shut down during this lockdown time frame, and you do have issues or concerns about your business, feel free to contact your local law enforcement agency and ask them to just stop by and check on your business, time to time, so that way the business will stay safe. And if you're actually open and running, definitely invite local law enforcement or local first responders to come by and visit. That way they'll know that you're open, and that way they'll know where actually they can order or get food at as well.
Another big important question to us, and probably to some other business owners as well as just on a personal level, is our evictions still taking place right now with everything going on? Some people might not be able to afford to make rent and things like that, so we were curious about how that process was changing right now.
And I know that the current press release said that evictions would not be served up till April the 17th. I just checked back with the Guilford County Sheriff's Office legal staff, and they're actually sending out a press release right now that evictions are going to be suspended up until May the 1st. So nobody will receive eviction notices up until May the 1st.
Everyone has basic necessities, but sometimes it can kind of blur the lines a little bit as far as what is something that I should go out and do at this time, and what is something that I should just bite the bullet, stay inside, and don't risk anyone else.
Okay, to-dos and not to-dos. Really, that's sort of open-ended for the individual. We try to tell people, essential things like that. Do things that are essential. Prevent as little transportation or get out in the public as possible. But naturally, if you have to pick up medicine, if you have to take care of relatives, naturally you have to buy food. We understand that. We know that a lot of essential businesses, such as yourselves, need to come to work. So we just tell people, be mindful about gatherings, be mindful about going places, and if you're going somewhere just simply to pick up something that you may not need at the current time, you might want to put that off until you have a list of things that you might need. Some people were actually going out and doing a lot of yard work. That's fine, because businesses such as your local Lowe's or your Home Depot, they're actually restricting the number of people that are coming in, so they're preventing people from gathering unintentionally, to pick up things. So. But again, what to do and what not to do are very important, and we just tell people, use your own discretion, but just keep in the back of your mind, try to limit your trips as much as possible.
Another question we have is, what should we be doing here as L'Italiano, as a small business? Are there any other steps that we should be taking to kind of enforce the social distancing practices?
You really want to set your own standards. You're your business owner. You need to decide what y'all want to do. Some places we've been into, they put tables in the distance to 6 feet. They move their credit card machines down closer to the customer so that way there's no interaction. They don't have to pass credit cards back and forth. Some businesses are requiring that people wear masks or shields, when they come inside the business. So really that's up to you, what you want to set as far as your standards. What you do want to prevent people from doing, if you are, such as your business, you do a lot of takeout. Tell your customers when they call to go ahead and place the order then, so that way when they come in, they're picking up their order and they're leaving. They're not hanging around longer than they probably should. You want to prevent people from having to come in and place orders and stand around and wait for their orders because they feel like they need to be there. That causes people to gather, and unfortunately, you don't want to exceed the 10 rule that the state has put into place. So, tell customers to call ahead for orders. Set your own standards. Make sure that you make people understand your standards when they come in, so you can keep people separated. You can make sure that people are taking protective measures, whatever you might want to set.
All right, so my last question to you is, what do we do if we see somebody outside that is not following the protocol, the rules of the county, of the governor, or the authorities? Somebody's acting strange. What about if they come inside? What do we do? How we act? What do we tell them?
Okay, so let me answer that in a couple of different ways, because I know that y'all also do deliveries. If you're out doing a delivery and you see something that doesn't seem right, people aren't following the protocols that are set in place, maybe you see a party going on or whatever, don't engage that individual yourself personally, but definitely contact local law enforcement. Let them know what you've observed and what you've seen, so that way they can come out and investigate it if it's a concern. Now, if you're back here at your business and you see something happening out on Elm Street, or you see something across the street, by all means, again, do not engage that individual. Just contact the local law enforcement, for this area to be Greensboro Police Department, and let them know what you see going on and have them come down. Now, if an individual comes inside your facility, that's a little bit different. So you need to go ahead and give them the directives of what your protocols are, what you have in place. And if they don't seem that they want to follow that, definitely call law enforcement immediately, so that way they can come out and assist you with the individual.